Hello everyone, I'm Carlos, and welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Please say hello to Olya, the beautiful Olya, back at BFL again. Nice to see you, darling.
Thanks for having me.
Mwah. Today we're going to discuss the premier perfume collection from Cire Trudon. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover.
Cire Trudon became world famous for their candles, their wonderful candles.
Yes.
I've never owned one. You have like
man,
almost
I
all
own
of them,
too
right?
many. Well, they are the oldest candle manufacturer in the world. They were
Okay.
established in 1643. I believe Louis XIV actually made Maison Trudon, who started the company. He made him the count for, I guess, his services because Cire Trudon was the official candle manufacturer for
Wow,
the Versailles.
a long time ago. I wonder if it's still the same family. It must be.
It
I
is
would
still the
imagine.
same family from what I understand, and I know that they make beautiful busts and candles. And when they launched the perfumes, I have heard a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, they're gonna smell exactly like candles." So they're not exactly the same, but I think
They're
we're gonna get
standalone
into
fragrances.
it.
I think the
Yeah.
only one that corresponds with the candle is Revolution.
Yes,
I've never
absolutely.
owned the candles, but I've always admired them. I always smell them when I go into perfume shops that carry them.
They're
Twisted
beautiful.
Lily carries them.
They're beautiful, and now they have their own boutique in Soho.
Yes,
so.
248 Elizabeth Street. I was actually at the boutique just last week and I took a little footage. Let's have a look. A very big thank you to Julie who set up the appointment for me to go visit the Cire Trudon shop on Elizabeth Street. Great shop, right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful location.
While I was there, they gave me a coffret of the whole collection, which is 5 in total. After studying the fragrances, I went back to Julie and said I would like to review Olim, Mortel, and Do, which happens to be her favorite. Before I even got my nose on any of them, I imagined how they would smell. I didn't think they would smell candle-like. I thought they would be very incensey, and I was correct. They pretty much have an incense theme throughout the whole collection. One that I didn't pick and is one of their best-selling candles is Revolution. Gun smoke.
Yeah, it smells a little bit like Solus Rex from, just me smelling it. Again, that's my personal opinion, but it has that, it's almost you feel like you're in a battlefield.
Yes, it has a very, very strong smoky aspect about it. I think it's nice. It doesn't wear as strongly as it smells upon first sniff on skin, but these three were just best on my skin, so that's why I chose these. They have a booklet which corresponds with all of this. The notes for Olim are bergamot, lavender, anise, pink peppercorn, clove, patchouli, benzoin, myrrh, and musk.
That's really interesting. It's definitely very incensey and intense on the dry down, and to me it's very opulent. You know, it's from what I was reading, it was supposed to, you know, kind of represent the vanity and the opulence of the royal court. So I think
I love it. This is
it's very
magnificent on skin.
it definitely dominates the room. I think if you're wearing it, and it's definitely you have a very strong powdery aspect to it, which you know is very rich. And I can maybe in a color, if I can describe it, this would be like an ambery burgundy situation. Yeah, it's very rich. It's beautiful, and it wears I think perfectly in the fall winter when we're going into the colder season.
You definitely have a resinous quality,
Very resinous, yes.
but not as smoky
No,
as some
not
others,
smoky.
or Revolution.
To be honest with you, the way I perceive incense is I wouldn't. To me, when I smell something incensey, it smells more green and herbal than you know
Okay.
very churchy.
Yes.
Than it does smoky. So you know when I say incensey, I mean like it has that kind of myrrh dominance, and benzoin, which is.
I love myrrh,
yeah.
benzoin. Benzoin has a definite sweet
Yes.
facet about it. I adore it. This is wonderful on
Yeah.
skin.
It smells really, really good. It's very rich, very opulent, and just
But
definitely.
it's not complicated.
royal.
It's not complicated or challenging.
No, I
I
wouldn't
think
call
those
it.
around you would find this very pleasant. I would think.
I think it's a really good wear, and definitely something I would like to spray a lot on my scarf and just kind of
Yes.
cozy up to it.
Perfect cold weather fragrance for sure. Snuggly.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely snuggly.
Next up, we have Mortel. The notes for it are black pepper, pimento, nutmeg, Somalian frankincense, mystical, Virginia cedar, pure cistus, myrrh, and benzoin. Here is the paper, but it's on my skin. You can smell it.
Very churchy.
Yes, that is very church incense, but not smoky.
No,
It
not
doesn't have a
smoky.
smoky factor, or overly smoky. I mean,
No, it's more green and fresh. I would categorize it as then definitely doesn't have any smokiness, and I really like it. You see, I'm Russian Orthodox. This takes me right back, you know, to the
it's
church.
very churchy, in
It's
the
really
best way
beautiful.
possible. I
Yeah.
love it. Personally, you
This
know,
is beautiful.
growing up, I was Roman Catholic. I am Roman Catholic. I was an altar boy, and this just brings me right back.
It's a beautiful scent, you know. It's a beautiful, and I really like the pimento note because I think it jumps at the opening and makes it, you know, very different.
I love incense. It's definitely one of my favorite cold weather notes. I just adore it. Again, not challenging.
No, I think it's very easy
done.
to wear.
It's done very luxuriously.
Yes.
And it's great. There's a reason why I chose these three. Before we go on to the last one, which is your favorite, you loved it a lot.
Let's
discuss
last.
the bottle presentation and the inspiration for them.
Which I think is beautiful.
Why don't you do it?
Sure.
It's right here.
Well, the perfume bottles represents the design of Cire Trudon scented candles. Created by Pauline Deltour, the rippled glass cap evokes the elegant silhouette of La Promeneuse, which is like La Promenade. In a pine green hue, the top counterbalances the transparent bottle inspired by blocks of crystal. And I
Beautiful.
would say it has a really nice weight to the bottle and
Yes.
the cap, you know, so to
There's
me
the box
it's,
that it comes in. The fragrance sits in there.
it definitely has a really nice weight to the bottle. And the candles, when I burn them, actually, I tend to save them, and I sometimes serve wine in them.
Really?
Because I have quite a collection of
Wow.
those. By now, it's definitely very chic, and I can see that it definitely reminds me of the candle design as well, which is they're known for.
Very handy booklet.
Yes.
So the last is due. The notes are green leaves, orange bigarade, pines, pepper, juniper, cedar, incense, and ambroxan, and cashmeran.
I love it.
It's on your skin.
Yeah.
Let's see. This to me is the most fresh of the three that we have
Yes.
here today.
Definitely.
But it definitely has a green quality. Very piney, foresty.
You know, to me, I love green fragrances. I think this is probably the easiest wear. You know, it's I would call it. You know, it has it's unisex, but it does have that kind of cologne quality to it. But you know, I love men's fragrances and eau de cologne, so I can see a lot of men gravitating towards this. But this is a beautiful scent. You know, it's very green and it's very herbaceous and earthy. So this would be, definitely a great scent for, I think, spring and summer.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna rock it right now, even though we're in a fall.
She loves it. She loves it. I love it too. I mean,
I
that's why I
love it.
chose it. I had a choice to choose whatever I wanted to, but I liked it on my skin as well.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So these are all made in only 100 ml size bottles, and they go for
$190.
they're $190.
No.
You can find them at the boutique online, the boutique on Elizabeth Street, and also at Barney's carries the collection. I'm not disappointed at all.
No, I really like it. And I know that, I have to say one thing. So I know that one of the most popular candles from the collection is Abdel Kader, which is, that black currant mint situation, and Ernesto. But I would say the closest one to Abdel Kader, which so many people always said, I wish they made it into a scent. This would be the Due, or how do I say it again?
Good.
Due. So I would say this would be the closest one to it. So I would definitely say, not only because I love it, but check it out, guys, because if you have, encountered that candle, which is, I think, their top seller besides their Ernesto, it's, I think you would be in for a nice treat.
So definitely a line worth checking out. Do hit up Barney's or the boutique on Elizabeth Street if you get a chance. These are wonderful fragrances. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I had a blast. And I love sniffing with you every single time.
Absolutely. They love you too.
Okay.
If you guys want to find her on social media, you can find her at Olya Bar at Instagram.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, and check out Cire Trudon, Maison Trudon perfumes when you get a chance. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you with the next